You ever been in a relationship when you know you're a piece of shit and that person may deserve better?
I'd like you to get into like the demon that tells you to quit. Is it something that's always in the back of your mind? Do you have FOMO? Like, what is? And also, if you could answer in that sequence, what does success look like to you?
I feel like the goalpost moves when it comes to success the more I age. Things that I desired when I was younger, I don't desire them like I used to. So my driving force has shifted from like, oh, I want to be famous to, I want to be respected but for my craft enough to get paid well enough to take care of my family. That's where I'm at, And before it was like, bright lights, big city, like still that. I still want that. But before I was like, oh, I'm going to be, next member on SNL I'm going to create my own Toronto and Living Color. And those kind of things still kind of pop in my mind, but I'm not as ambitious towards that because my relationship with comedy has changed. Like in the sense that you ever been in a relationship when you know you're a piece of shit and that person may deserve better? I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. And some people will stay in that and take a toll on that other person while that other person is like doing right by the relationship.
So comedy's that bitch?
I feel like I was doing that to comedy where I wasn't treating her right. And I'm like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve some of the opportunities that I will get because,
Survivor's guilt?
Survivor's guilt, imposter syndrome, a lot of like, oh, did I only get this because I was a guy? Everybody knew me because I used to sell weed or because I knew this guy, that guy, and the third. I was like, yo, put Norm on. And, when I leave the city, it's a different look. But then I always know a guy that knows another guy in the city. So I still get put on just through the network that I've created growing up. But I was like, is it my comedy? Is it my ability? Is it the people I know? And I was just questioning where I was as a comedian, because every comedian's journey is different. Some people go through the open mic circuit. Some people go, self-produced shows. Some people get booked through comedy clubs. Some people are corporate comedians. I didn't go through the open mic circuit. I just kept on. I came from event producing and party producing into comedy because I was like, I could just throw comedy shows and bring people, I didn't need to go to open mics and find crowds to perform in front of. I just built them myself. But the normal path is go through open mics, work your shit in front of strangers. I was always working my shit in front of people that knew me or that kind of knew of me. So I think that creates an inflated, I don't want to say ego, but like an inflated sense of ability.
How long has this been going on for?
That went on, like, I didn't realize until after maybe year 6, where I was like, oh shit, I skipped steps. I need to go back.
That's crazy feeling.
Yeah, I was like, no. I think I got things too soon. And I didn't deserve it. And like a lot of people won't acknowledge that, and they'll keep on going until they crash and burn and like fuck up a big opportunity that screws them in the long run. And some people said, oh, Norm, you not taking opportunities because you're too afraid to fuck them up might have been a bad thing because, you could have used that if you did fuck up as, a jump off to another thing or a learning experience. But, you miss every shot. You don't take, 100% of the shots. You don't take that cliche.
Yeah.
But there's times where I was like, oh shit, I could do this crazy opportunity, but I don't know if I should take it because I'm not ready for it and I don't deserve it, but they're giving it to me because I'm a guy, And maybe because they have this perception of me, and sometimes perception could be deception, that they might think, oh, this guy's ready. And deep down, I'm like, yeah, I'm on the surface, I'm like, yeah, let's do this. But deep down, if I don't think I'm ready, I'm like, should I really take this even though I don't think I'm ready? And
doesn't that come with like everything?
That comes with everything. That's like a general fear that most people have when it comes to doing something that might lead towards success, because with success comes more responsibility. Right?
Dude, I'm a father and I wake up every morning feel like I'm an imposter too.
Every fucking day.
Every fucking day. Every freaking day. But you know what? I just show up.
How do you teach somebody how to be somebody when you're trying to still figure out how to be somebody?
I think the golden cardinal rule in that case in particularly is treat people the way you want to be treated. I lived like that my whole life. My old man instilled that in me. Like old like fucking guy from Somalia. Just treat people nice. They'll treat you nice. Granted, he was very secular and very Western. He used to drink and shit. But that's a different conversation. But yeah.
See, I even went through a point in time where I was like, I went through this time in my life where I was thinking, am I a nice person or am I a kind person? Because I feel there's a distinguishable difference. A kind person comes from a place of like honor and natural disposition. They do it because it's kind of the right thing to do and they know it's the right thing to do, so they'll do it from their nature. A nice person does it because they know they have to or they know they should, but they don't really want to, but they're doing it because it's the nice thing to do.
Interesting.
Right? So nice versus kind. And sometimes I went through a point where I was like, I always thought I was a kind person, but am I not just nice? Like I was just doing this to like get things or appease people. And I'm like, oh, am I a piece of shit? Was I a piece of shit in disguise this whole time? And I went through so many things because, you know, I don't know if I always see these things that pop up on my IG feed, like high IQ people always tend to like self-sabotage or, you know, analysis paralysis. Or,
you ever do those tests?
No, I try not to because I'm like,
done them numerous times.
Like, I'm like, you guys are collecting data and, you know, algorithmic data. So you know what's going to like play to my strings.
Yeah.
So like, I try not to give into it because I'm like, oh, once I give into it, it's going to keep on feeding my algorithm and then it's going to create this new narrative in my brain. So, you know, I don't want to do it just because it's data that keeps on popping up. I want somebody that's went through something like a process or a system to like share something with me. Be like, yo, Norm, I did this thing. You should try it out. That's the only gateway. I won't do it because I saw it on IG.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. How did we land here again?
The imposter syndrome.
Yeah, the imposter syndrome.
Being nice and a polite person.
Yeah, man. I think there came a point. So, okay.
Do you feel like you needed to gatekeep yourself at some point? Your energy?
Once again, it's when keeping it real goes wrong, bro. I'm keeping it real to like these ideas of like, no, it's got to be done this way or it's got to be done that way, or like, no, if it's, you know, I always felt the need to do things a certain way, otherwise it's not right. But then what is right? You know what I mean? And even when you do things perfect, sometimes it doesn't even come out the way you want. So it's like, what is perfect? What is the right way? I think you just got to do and then hope that it lands and it sticks. And if it doesn't, use that as a marking point of like where not to go for next time.
That's right.
Or where to go for next time.
That's right.